So think of the real estate cycle like this drawn out. This is how it's been from the beginning of time and always will be. It never changes. Hey, this is Matt Pichet, the Fruitful Investor and your investing coach. And today's video is if now is a good time to sell your single family investment property here in Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge. As you know, and you've probably read or seen, it is such a strong seller's market in Kitchener right now. It is absolutely crazy. Real estate is booming. Bidding wars are everywhere. It is definitely a seller's market. So, is it a good time for you to sell that single family investment rental property, okay? Well, the answer to that is a little more complicated. It's not as cut and dry. It really depends on your age and also your investment strategy or your life strategy. So let's take a look at 3 of the most common age groups and strategies and see which might be a better option for each group. So let's say you want to retire soon, maybe in the next 2, 3, or even next year, really soon. You want to retire, you want to cash out, and you want to enjoy your life and live down in Hawaii like I do. Okay, so let's say that's your dream, okay? So in that case for you, selling that property and cashing out now might be a good idea. Why? Because we're definitely in a strong boom phase of the real estate cycle. Now, what comes next after the boom phase? You guessed it, the slump phase. So think of the real estate cycle like this drawn out. This is how it's been from the beginning of time and always will be. It never changes. So we got the boom at the top, the slump at the bottom, and the correction on the way up, where it goes back to another boom cycle again. So think of the last slump phase, which was around 2009, 2010 here in Canada, okay? So now we're at the next boom phase. So how long did it take us to get from here to here, okay? 7 years, which is kind of average for a real estate cycle. 7 to 10 years is kind of the average. So let's say you want to retire in the next 3 years and you kind of gamble and say, I want to wait a little longer because I feel good, okay? You might win. It's almost impossible to detect where we are in the specific phases of the cycle. What we do know and can know is which phase we are in. So we don't know if we're at the beginning of this boom, the middle, or the end of the boom phase. A lot of people and a lot of analysts are kind of thinking we're near the end of the boom phase, okay? So we know what's likely gonna come next, the slump. Now that's not to say prices are gonna crash. We don't think prices are gonna crash in Kitchener-Waterloo. Why? The economy here is too strong for real estate prices to crash. What we will likely see is a really dampening effect on demand. So we're not gonna see the bidding wars. We're not gonna see the first time buyers going crazy right now and actually kind of being a little stupid. So we can't really take advantage of that in the slump phase. That's likely not gonna happen, but they are doing that right now in the boom phase. So if you wanna retire in the next 3 years and you wait and we go to the slump phase, it's gonna be quite a while before we get back to the next boom phase, and you might kind of miss out. So in that case, if you wanna retire really soon and just cash out and enjoy your life, now might be a really good time to sell that single family investment property, okay? Let's go down to the next group where you're on the fence. Maybe you're 45 years old, 50 years old, and you're not quite sure if you should cash out now because you still have some investing years in you, or maybe you just want to wait to see what happens. So that's kind of a tough one to answer. That really depends on your strategy. Do you want to be a landlord for the next 8 to 10 years, 12 years before we get to the next boom phase where we can really enjoy a lot more money going through a whole cycle again? Well, that might be for you. If you're kind of sick of it, it might be a good time to cash out. But also, if you want to upgrade to a multifamily building, right now might be a great time for you as well to cash out of your single family properties, take that money and sink it into a multifamily building and hold that maybe for the rest of your life to give you passive income for your retirement. That might be a great option for you right now if that's kind of your thinking, to upgrade to a big building, okay? So that's an option for you. This one's kind of a middle, kind of a yes or no. But like I said, if your plans are really to upgrade to a big building, yes, it might be a really good time for you to sell right now, cash out, and plop that money into a building, okay? Let's go to the last group, people like me who are long-term investors, okay? I'm young, okay? But also my plan for real estate is to never sell my real estate really forever. I want to keep it forever unless the property isn't performing well. Obviously, I'll sell it at some point. But really, my plan is every property I buy, I keep that property forever to fund my life, fund my retirement completely forever. So for me, I don't really care where we are in the real estate cycle. I don't care. Obviously, I'd rather it be honestly in around these areas. I like a neutral market. It's great for me. Also, a slump phase is really great for me and my business because I'm in the business of acquiring properties, buying more properties, and it's really tough to buy good deals in this, in the boom phases. Although, like I said, I'm a long-term investor. I'm holding these properties forever. So for people like me, I don't really care what happens to the economy. I don't really care what happens to the real estate cycle because I'm in it for the long haul and I have sophisticated strategies to get me through all phases of the real estate cycle. Like I said though, obviously I'd rather avoid giant crashes. I'd rather everybody be happy and have a good market. But again, I don't really care what happens because I have sophisticated strategies to get me through each phase of the real estate cycle. And in fact, I would rather it be in a correction phase or a slump phase for me personally and my business, okay? So here's some good thoughts to think about depending where you are in your life and what your overall life strategies are. And if you don't know your life goals, it might be a really good time to think about that. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want real estate to provide you for your life? And once you figure that out, then you can really take advantage of what's going on and be a strategic investor, okay? Remember, you have to have a plan and have goals and how real estate can fund those goals, okay? Remember, real estate should fund your life. It shouldn't be your life. So treat this as a business that it is and make some smart decisions based on your life. So if you learned anything, please click like right below this video and don't forget to subscribe so you can get more of these awesome real estate tips every single week. See you in the next video.
Put your money in that real estate.
Hey, before you click another video, I want to give you some free stuff. You like free stuff, right? Click on the first link below this video and get my book, Single Family Investing Made Simple, absolutely free. Read as I walk a real-life client through the entire investing process from start to finish and document it for you. Click on the second link and get my other book, The Real Estate Investor's Handbook to Freedom. This book is a must-have for any investor looking to take their business and life to the next level. And last but not least, get my third and best book, 101 Single Family Investing Tips. Inside, you'll find 101 proven and tested investment strategies that I use every single day in my business in order to grow my wealth and manage my portfolio. I hope you take advantage of all the knowledge below and don't forget to click like and subscribe so we can get more of these awesome tips. See you in the next video.